Hello YouTube, this is Bash bringing you here for week number 3 of Krash Season 11 Arceus Division, hashtag Krash Gang, and unfortunately we are not doing so hot right now in this league, but I think there's plenty of time to turn around, and I think it's going to have to start with this game, where we're playing one of the moderators actually in Krash, being Smatte, and the Modena Leaf Bladers. Now, Smatte has a very terrifying team, and honestly, in my opinion, I think Crypto's opinion too, we kind of were thinking that this might be the best team in the league, at least in this division, just because of how many cores and threats they have. It's really annoying to try to prep around, and to be honest, beat. So, without I think a further ado, let's sort of go into it. Oh yeah, and also, I'm trying a new background for this. I thought a wavy more background could be more kind of cool with the Krash, because we are wave Krash, but yeah, let's go into the matchup real quick. It should be showing up on the screen now. They have Terra, Iron Boulder, Terra Water, Tapu Koko, Corviknight, Zarude, Mega Medicham, Terra All, Rhyperior, Hisuian, Zoroark, Dragouge, Volcanion, and Volcanion. My team consists of Terra Fairy, King Gambit, Mew, Garchomp, Talonflame, Glimmora, Terra All, Hariyama, Superior, Mega Blastoise, Porygon 2, Grapplock, and Togedemaru. Now, looking at the screen, the team right there, they have some really annoying cores. First off, Koko, Iron Boulder, Iron Bundle is a really good core. Mega Medicham, Hisuian, Zoroark, offensively a really good core as well. Then they have good momentum in Corviknight, Dragouge, Zarude, to be honest, and then Rhyperior is actually a really underrated Terra type with Solid Rock or running Lightning Rod. It could be really annoying for either one of them. And Volcanion, just as a really good wall breaker, is really nice too, and a more bulky water to suppress, because Iron Bundle is not that bulky water. Is not a bulky water unless I guess you consider on the Fizz Def side, but it's not meant to be used that way. So they've got a lot of momentum and a lot of good scary offense and some nice bulky pivots, which makes this game really scary for me. So we're gonna have to try to figure out how to beat down this team at least. Some things I really think are going to be coming. I think Bundle, Koko, Corviknight are all coming. I think Corviknight has to be the removal option, because I don't think they want to bring removal on Koko and Volcanion, because I think Volcanion is going to be a Will-O-Wisp set for the King Gambit. I think that's 100% it's coming. It's going to be enough speed out to be King Gambit plus Will-O-Wisp to make sure they burn it so King Gambit has less of an issue. Could also see I think Terra Steel, Rhyperior, with Lightning Rod or something like that, or just a Solid Rock could be really good this game to help pressure King Gambit. Yeah, I think those were the big ones. I think those 4: Iron Bundle, Koko, Rhyperior, Volcanion, and then Corviknight 5. And the last slot, I don't know what exactly they want to go with. I'm thinking probably Zarude, to be honest. Partly because the Mega Medicham is kind of covered by Mew, and it's kind of difficult with Terra Fairy, King Gambit, and Talonflame there. Mega Medicham is going to have a tough time clicking moves. And then Dragouge they could bring instead of Zarude, but it would be more of the T-Spike absorber kind of thing. I don't think it's that good in this matchup, to be honest, especially with King Gambit there. And Porygon 2, so. And then Hisuian Zoroark, I don't think comes. The only reason it would come, I think, is if Mega Medicham came, and I kind of doubt that. I'm kind of doubting that a little bit, so yeah, that's something I wanted to keep in mind, at least for this matchup. So I do think it's going to be Bundle, Koko, Corviknight, Rhyperior, Volcanion, and Zarude. Specifically Terra Water, obviously Bundle, which it has to be, and then Terra Steel Rhyperior, I think, is probably the best set it has. So yeah, something to keep in mind. But yeah, let's go into the team real quick, show what we're sort of bringing this week. So going to the first Pokemon, Porygon 2, I feel has to come against that Bundle Koko core. My hope is that they actually end up missing a bunch of Hydro Pumps, so the last game, and they told me they're not bringing Hydro anymore, which actually makes it so much better for Porygon 2 for this game, because Terra Water Choice Specs Hydro Pump had a chance to two-shot, I believe, if I remember correctly. So that's something really good to keep in mind, because then they probably mean that bringing a Terrablast set instead. Let me see, choice specs. Yeah, choice specs had a chance to 2 KO. Also, something to keep in mind. Also, the only hazard setting is Dragalge and Rapier, so that's something to keep in mind, by the way, too. So I don't have to be taking rocks or T spikes, which I don't think T spikes are coming in this game, but it is what it is. But yeah, this is a really good set. Could help with dealing both with Coco and Iron Bundle. I'm also getting analytic boost moves off of them, and on top of that, I'm getting electric terrain boosted moves. So it's going to be really good. I think this game. This also helps with Volcanion. This also helps with Hisuian Zoroark. It helps with Jigalge. It helps with a lot of different things on the team. What I really like. There's a couple things I can't obviously deal with is Mega Medicham. I don't want to deal with Zarude because of knockoff. I don't want to get knocked off. Those are kind of the big things in Rhyperior, depending on what the Rhyperior set is. And finally, the like a Nature's Madness taunt Tapu Koko could be really annoying against me with this, so that's something to keep in mind. But yeah, I think this looks really good in this matchup. So yeah. Next we got Mega Blastoise here. Mega Blastoise is Water Pulse, Aura Sphere, Dragon Pulse, Flip Turn. I'm not bringing Spin on this. I feel like their hazard setting isn't that great enough to warrant that. So that's something to keep in mind. I also take 2 Adamant Max Attack Earthquakes from Rhyperior. I also have a chance to 2-shot Volcanion with Dragon Pulse and Max HP Dragon Pulse, which I think Volcanion will be more Fizz Def anyway for the King Gambit anyway, so that even works even better. I believe Mega Blastoise can take a freeze, easily take a freeze dry from Iron Bundle. Specs Iron Bundle actually, yeah, take a freeze dry. I don't take it after I don't take it after rocks. It's a roll, but it's still kind of worth there. And I also take a Zarude. I think I take a Zarude Power Whip. Yeah, take a Zarude Power Whip. That one is like also a roll after rocks, and then Petal Blizzard I take after rocks. Yeah. So that's something to keep in mind. I really like that. Honestly, these attack moves is all I need, I think, in this matchup, and I really want a Flip Turn to get some momentum going onto this team. I feel like Rapid Spin wasn't that great this game. Something I could have brought was Terrain Pulse. I almost thought about bringing that. Would hit Corviknight and Volcanion much harder, but I kind of went against that just because I felt like there might be, I don't even know how likely they're going to have like Coco on the field as much as possible, because I know they brought setup Coco as well before. So I don't know if that's like a possibility, so I could have to be careful about that. But I have good ways to. I feel like at least in case that they don't bring that, like they do bring that, like Calm Mind Coco or something like that, and I'm not able to get like the electric terrain boost as much. It would be better to have it like a momentum option at least for this match. So yeah. Next we got Mew here. Mew looks really good. Bruce Calm Mind taking Flamethrower. This actually deals with their team really well. There's only a couple ways they're going to be able to be around this. It's probably going to be like a bulky like Zarude, like an AV Zarude with like knockoff plus another move, and then probably like Roar Toxic or like Encore shenanigans or switch or trick kind of things. I think this set looks really good though. This game puts on a lot of pressure, and they don't really have too much to do with it other than like those like status ways of dealing with it. Which I don't even know if they want to bring Toxic a lot, because of I think that Willis is so much better against with like a King Gambit team. So that's something to keep in mind. But I really like this set. I just need to put some pressure on a couple of things. This also makes sure that I could like deal with Corviknight as well with Flamethrower, which is really nice. Hits Zarude and Corviknight. So, and that's their only psychic resist at the moment, other than like a Terra Rhyperior. So, yeah. Next we got King Gambit. I might be switching this set around. I kind of toyed around with a bunch of different sets, but right now I have it as Lum, Sucker Punch, Kowtow, Cleave, Iron Head, Swords Dance. I didn't run Terra Blast this match because there's a chance I might Terra my other Pokemon this game. Spoiler for what another Pokemon I'm bringing is. But yeah, I feel like Lum is definitely a really good bring because of Volcanion there, Will-O-Wisp shenanigans. I think that's 100% what's going to happen. I also have Kowtow because of the fact that Corviknight, I don't want to run knockoff because of Corviknight, because Corviknight could be running like a bulk up set and stuff like that. So if once I knock it off, then it's not gonna I'm not gonna do as much damage. So I feel like Kowtow was better in this matchup for that. I believe I take a hit from funny enough, like I think I take like an offensive flamethrower from from Volcanion if I don't Terra, which is crazy, but that's not my intention with this set. But I think it's really good at least though for to keep in mind. Also, doubles is another way to help with Zarude to prevent that from getting out of control. But yeah, I think this set could be really good. I need to keep in mind about speed. Speed, like if they try to speed creep, because they could be try to go like a fast Rhyperior, or like Corviknight actually outspeeds me. So, but I feel like I wanted more of the bulk anyway this match because of like to take the hit, because I'm not to take the hit, so it eliminates some of the double like 50/50s at least for me. So okay, going on next to our other Terra Pokemon. We got Hariyama here making its debut. We're calling it European Champ for now. I might change it. I might change it, by the way. But we got Leftovers, Guts, Drain Punch, Thunder Punch, Earthquake, Bulk Up, Terra, Electric. This thing actually like can put in a lot of work, like straight up, because at +1 I OHKO, Max HP, Dragouge with Earthquake. I also destroy Corviknight with if I Terra Electric, Thunder Punch at +1. Like it does 60 to 71% to like a max HP, max defense Corviknight at +1. And if Electric Terrain's up, then it's completely screwed over. Electric typing gives me a better way to deal with like Tapu Koko, to be honest as well, which is something good to know. This also helps against the Zarude before I Terra, so, and also Guts is really nice because of Volcanion and Will-O-Wisp shenanigans. But Bulk Up, I feel like this set was really good. I'm just gonna have to play around a couple things. Specifically, what's kind of I think could be really annoying is like Hisuian Zoroark could be really annoying with this set, but yeah, I guess that's just something I have to possibly deal with. But yeah, this thing looks really good this match. I feel pretty good about it. Obviously, Corviknight's going to outspeed this, unless it's minus speed nature. So I guess got to keep that in mind with terms of like Roost shenanigan games. So I'm gonna have to play around that. But yeah, like right now, like Iron Bundle, like obviously not Terra or Specs or whatever, but Hydro Pump does 43 to 51%, which is like still pretty nice, and I could Drain Punch and get all of it, pretty much like a lot of it back anyway. So I mean, it's still, and then with Terra, Hydro Pump only does 58 to 8.9, so that's something good to keep in mind. So I feel like this is a really good win con here. They don't want to status this either too, so like the best thing they have is like Encore, like Switcheroo, stuff like that. So trick. So I need to keep that in mind. So then goes into our last Pokemon here. We got Britney Spears, the Glimmora, Rock Polish, Meteor Beam, Sludge Wave, Earth Power, Power Herb. So this actually outspeeds plus Scarf, Hisuian Zoroark, I believe is the calc for it. I believe that is it, right? Because there's no way for me to outspeed Bundle +1. Yeah, there's no way. So yeah, I outspeed Hisuian Zoroark, Scarf Hisuian Zoroark, which is really nice. This actually can put in a lot of work. Meteor Beam is really good for trying to break down, because their rock resist are literally just Rhyperior and Mega Medicham. So if I'm able to weaken them down, that could be really good. Even if they're Terra Steel, like I have like Earth Power anyway for Rhyperior. So Sludge Wave is really good just to hit like the things that I need to hit, like Iron Bundle hits Koko, Zarude, Mega Medicham, stuff like that. Earth Power for Dragouge as well. But I think this is a really good option here for us. I could even set this up on Koko. I could get the Rock Polish off here on Koko and get like the Meteor Beam off. Corviknight also like is going to be chipped down hopefully before this comes out. But even if it's not, if it's Fizz Def, it has a 50% chance to get O-code by Meteor Beam, so that's something I'm kind of hoping for. And even then, if it doesn't have Iron Head, I could click Meteor Beam again and do incredible damage to it. Obviously, like if they could try to play around that, but the only rock switching they have anyway is Rhyperior, so like it's kind of like a weird situation. But yeah, Iron Head's the only way they could actually like two-shot me with Corviknight. So I need to keep that in. That's something to keep in mind. But I feel like GLIMMORA could be really good for breaking potential as well. And I really like the aspect of also Toxic Debris, because that could also be really nice for chipping things down for me as well, for like things like King Gambit or like Hariyama. or even Mew, to be honest. So that's something I wanted to mention at least. But I feel like this could be a really good team. Obviously, there might be some things I might change. I'm actually gonna be talking. The time of me recording this, I'm supposed to be talking to Sketch tonight a little bit about our sets, and I'm going to help him with a little bit of his as well. So hopefully that goes well. But yeah, hopefully we go back on the upright position, in a like a winning position maybe, because that getting the first dub would be really clutch this week, heading into of the following week, because I believe we actually play our rival Sketch, so that's going to be a crazy game. So I would like to go into that game with a win already on my belt. So hopefully this is going to work. Um, Obviously, I'm like leaving behind some crazy things. Like I'm leaving behind Garchomp, I'm leaving behind Superior, um, and like Talonflame, but I feel like they didn't really have like that great of a match. I feel like these Pokemon were better in this matchup than them. And like I didn't think Graplock or Togedemaru were pretty great, even though Togedemaru could have been really cool for Tapu Koko, because actually like that would have been a really good answer to it. But I kind of expected it to have U-turn, so that's something to keep in mind. But and Togedemaru was going to be like walled by Rhyperior probably, so I didn't really think it was that good of an option. But yeah, that's kind of what the team we're going with this week. Um, Hoping that it goes well. And I'll let you know if I change anything before the match. So we're gonna cut to the match now. Okay, here we are. We are here for the match. I did not make any changes from the team builder, but they brought a no bundle. Bundle? What? Oh my god, that's insane. Okay, P2 is a lot more. No Volcanion. Oh man. Oh man. So rude. Corviknight. Rhyperior. This is a really weird team. I'm so kind of shocked. Yeah, true. What? I'm shocked about this team they brought. I don't even know. Okay. Blastoise seems like a pretty good lead. Um, Blastoise seems like I guess so. Mega Blastoise seems like a pretty fair lead. I'll be able to know Coco and Corv pretty soon, early. Yeah, I'm just gonna lead Mega Blastoise. I think it's in a pretty good position no matter what. Um, the only thing would suck if it's a Tapu Koko lead, but then I wouldn't know it's a Tapu Koko lead. Rhyperior, it's definitely Lightning Rod though, I feel like. By the way. Which Dragon Pulse still does a good amount to it, so that's like Dragon Pulse is pretty free turn one. Unless they lead Coco. Medicham. I think I just Mega and Water Pulse. Actually, Dragon Pulse isn't bad either, but Water. Um, at -1, Water Pulse has a chance to KO, so that's the way I'm going. I want to see if this is Zoroark. And what kind of Zoroark. Which means, by the way, my GLIMMORA looks insane right now. I just got to be a little bit careful about that Rhyperior, I think. Could also Dragon Pulse too. Which isn't bad play for Zarude coming in. For Water Pulse into Aura Sphere, what takes it out anyway, so like that might be the play. Let's Mega. Interesting though. They didn't bring Volcano, which is crazy to me. I did not expect that. Nice damage. I get to go out to Mew here. The Zen Headbutt, which does. And they are adamant. That's very much in range of a lot of things. To be honest, Mega Medicham being gone is really good for Hariyama too. Flamethrower. The 33%. Catches Rude coming in. It doesn't do a lot, but it does enough, I think. That's toxic. Okay, interesting. Well, Mega Medicham's gone, which means that I could use Mew more freely. And they lost priority too, which is really good for the GLIMMORA at this point. I'm gonna have to probably get the Rock Polish off on. Do I want to Flamethrower here? Alright, I'm just gonna Flamethrower. I think. Actually, the Go Last Way seems like a fair sack at this point. Yeah. The U-turn, so they're probably Scarf. That's fine with me. I'm fine with sacking off. But they probably go into Coco here. I'm assuming. It's so interesting, the Terra Water. I did not expect that. Oh. Give me damage on this. I'm Dragon Pulsing here. Give me damage on this. I want damage on this. Fantastic. I'm just gonna Aura Sphere, I think. $39, 62%. Okay, there's max HP. I think that's the play in case Corviknight comes in. Or Zarude comes in. Okay. Nice. Rapier is down too. Terramon's down, which is awesome for us too. Stealth Rocks are up. I gotta be careful. Zarude is... Interesting. I'm fine with sacking this off, to be honest. I'm just gonna Aura Sphere. It's Hyper Voiced. Kinda wanna go into here and Rock Polish here. You know what? I'm going to. It may not be choice, but it's still a pretty good situation for me. Druid should just die to Sludge Wave here. They probably pivot Corviknight, and then I get the Meteor Beam off. This could be in a really good position for us. We're actually in a pretty good position. Hyper Voice. I'm sure Hyper Voice did enough to make a Blastoise for 28%, but I'm just gonna check in case. Yeah, it's definitely enough. Okay. I don't know if it's Scarf or Specs. Okay. Interesting. I'm at +2 though. I was at speed. Oh wait. Let's see. Let's see. It might be. I don't know. GLIMMORA might be able to pull this off because I think Solar Cheeks out Zerud. He's got to pivot around. That's dead. Corviknight got to come out here. Either way, I think I Meteor Beam. Meteor Beam here. It lives. T-spikes are up, and I just go for another Meteor Beam here. And as long as this hits, I win. Yep, that's game. Nice. I'm at +2. Does that take out Zoroark, actually? It definitely does. Okay. Yeah, GLIMMORA... Yeah, I wasn't sure if we were going the Iron Head or not. Felt weird. I'm just gonna Earth Power. It's pretty free, in case they are. Azura, yep. And I'm just gonna Sludge Wave. And GLIMMORA just won the game for us. Let's go. GG. Wow. That GLIMMORA set worked out really well. I guess because we lost, they didn't have the priorities. They lost out on. They didn't have any priority with Mega Medicham, and the Rhyperior went down early, which was really clutch for us too. Bash versus Smatte. That was a huge win for us because we really needed that. We really needed that win, to be honest, to turn our season around. Now that was a big win for us, 5-0. I'm sorry, Smatte, because I know he was having a tough week for like draft the last 2 weeks, but yeah, that game went very different than I thought it was going to be. I didn't even get to show off the Hariyama or the I guess the Hinking Band wasn't really a big show off, but yeah, GLIMMORA putting in the work this game. Wow. I'm assuming that was Scarf pursuing Zoroark to help with the Garchomp, probably. I'm assuming. It's probably Trick to help, and then Trick for the King Gambit, which was probably really what was clutch, I guess. Wow, Britney Spears put in the finest of work. Mega Blastoise getting the damage off. Mega Blastoise broke. I know, right? It hits like GLIMMORA hits like a truck. People underrate it because everybody uses it for hazards, but like to be honest, with the right matchup, like it hits like a truck. Zerud is Zerud is a different set. It was your turn, right? I think they sent the wrong set. I mean, it makes sense because they had 4 moveset syndrome against my team. Yeah, it like went for U-turn, right? Oh, unless. Oh wait, I'm a dumbass. Yeah. I don't even know why I'd calc. I didn't like Chomp this match against Bundle, like speed boosting Bundle with the Electric Terrain plus Corviknight there. It just seemed really annoying, to be honest. So, yeah, wow, they brought a really weird team. Yeah, I figured Hisui's arc was for Chomp. Yeah, thank God we pulled out the dub with that. Yeah, that GLIMMORA set went crazy. Mega Blastoise opening up for GLIMMORA and Mew being the good check. Yeah, yeah, I wanted to, yeah, I want to thank you all so much for watching. We pulled out a dub. Thank God we broke the curse of the season at least. Hopefully we could continue the streak against our rival Sketch next week. Something I also want to note that these uploads after this week are going to go up on Saturday instead of Friday, just because of like my upload schedule. So yeah, because at that point just saying, either way, BPO, the other league I'm uploading, is going to be finished after this, after the week that this goes up. So, yeah, just giving you a heads up, kind of thing. It's coming on Saturdays now. But yeah, I want to thank you all so much for watching. Until next time, Bash out.